Most people spend their entire lives waiting to be happy, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the right person, waiting for the right circumstances to be happy. But the truth is, happiness is not something that you wait for, but rather it's a choice. It's a choice that you make. If you feel like life is not going your way, if you feel like life is just unfair, that the universe has it out against you, the problem is not your circumstances, but it's your mindset. Think about it. There are so many more people who are in a less fortunate position than you are, but are probably way more happier than you are. Why is that? Why is it that, for example, even being able to watch this video, having Wi-Fi, having a phone, computer, whatever to watch this video on, is something to be grateful for? It's something that a lot of people in other countries, in other places of the world, that they don't have access to, right? You see some people when, for example, if you traveled or if you look online or the internet, you see a bunch of more people who are less fortunate than you, but they seem so much more happier. They seem like they're enjoying life, that they're taking it day by day, that they actually are happy with where they are. And why is that? We live in a fast-paced, instant gratification world, a world that's always changing, moving so quickly that we always have to adapt to it. And we always expect things to happen right away. We always expect the instant gratification, for things to be accomplished, for things to be done, for us to get and rewarded instantly, right away. But that's the problem. And that's the problem, is that it teaches us how to be less patient, how to be less grateful for the things in our life. The illusion of happiness is that it's external. The fact that we think happiness is whatever success is. The fact that in order to be happy, in order to be successful, that we need to achieve everything external. Have a fancy car, have an ideal partner, big house, lots and lots of money. The fact that we think, or it's so common nowadays to think that happiness comes from that, or happiness will come once we achieve that, it's all an illusion, because happiness is all internal. Everything about being happy, everything that we feel is all internal. If you can't be happy, if you can't be grateful, if you can't be patient for the life that you have right now, for what you have right now, for the circumstances you're in currently, once you're in a better position, once you receive more things, how can you expect to be grateful then, if you can't even be grateful right now, where you are right now? Patience isn't about waiting, but it's rather how you wait. Patience is about accepting and finding serenity, finding peace in the journey, in the process of whatever you're going through in life. Accepting the fact that circumstances are what they are, but you choose how to handle that. You choose to react negatively, to react positively. Patience is being able to give things their time that they need and accept it, and not be angry or not feel like things are unfair, but rather things are working in your favor, and it just takes time. Everything good just takes time. We just need to be grateful. We just need to be understanding and give things their time to grow. And with the second part of patience is gratitude. Gratitude shifts our mindset. Gratitude shifts our mindset from seeing what is missing to what we already have. Being grateful for our health, being grateful for having all 5 of my fingers, being grateful to even speak, to talk, to have the clothes on my back. Those are things you need to be grateful of. Like I said before, there are people in different countries, third world countries, people around the world who are less fortunate than you, have less things than you, but yet they're still happier than you. They are more patient, they're more grateful, they have more faith than people in, for example, the Western society, the instant gratification world. Because they know that patience, they know that gratitude comes from within. It's accepting what we have right now and not wanting, not chasing after more, but understanding that the best time, the things that you have right now, is what is most important. We're gonna be personal here, but personally, I used to be someone who was always negative, ungrateful, someone who had anger issues and was not patient at all in my life, at a time in my life. But I've learned to develop to become more patient. I've learned to have gratitude, to practice gratitude, to be more accepting and peaceful of my circumstances, of my life, of my journey. Two things that really helped me practice gratitude and patience was, number one, back in 2020, I received a gift, and it was a book. I can even show you. It's a gratitude journal. I've been doing this for 5 years now. It's 2025, yeah. I'm doing this for 5 years now. And every morning, I write things that I'm grateful for. 3 things that I'm grateful for, right? And at nighttime, I write 3 things that happened that were amazing. 3 amazing things that happened today. And the fact that this exercise helps you think about what you have right now. Think about the less fortunate. Think about what you take for granted every day. And the life that you've lived, the day that you went through, and seeking the positives changes your mindset. Changes your mindset from a very pessimistic, negative outlook to a very peaceful and grateful outlook. And ever since doing that, it's made me really realize that, hey, I have a lot of things that I need to be grateful for, you know? I'm grateful for being in a position where I can even have this amount of money, have this phone, for example, to record. You know, some people don't even have that. And the fact that it's helped me so much release my negative and built up energy or anger issues, right? Is something that I've never thought would have happened. You know, today I'm a lot more peaceful. I'm a lot more calm, a lot more patient on things. I don't react. I don't instantly react to things like how I used to be back when I was a teenager, back when I was in high school. You know, things are different now. Things have changed. And the second thing that helped me practice patience, practice gratitude, is back in last year, 2024, I started a sales job. And basically, long story short, it's a B2B sales job. So an in-person door knocking sales job. And I had to travel from places to places, or territories, which I was given. So I would drive from my house to work, to the territories, to the businesses and whatever around, back to work, back to home, every single day. And I kid you not, I was on the road driving for minimum every single day 3 hours. Every single day, 3 hours. Through traffic and everything. It was a lot. And with that, it really helped me practice patience. Because being stuck in that traffic, it made you really think. At first, I was like, oh my God, I hate being stuck in traffic. Oh my God, like I need to get places. But being stuck in that situation, being stuck in that position every single day, you kind of become accustomed to it. And at least for me, I started to view things in a more peaceful and patient and calm point of view. Like, I know I need to get to my destination, but the fact that I am in no rush because I am used to this, and the fact that everybody else in this car beside me has their own lives, has someone they need to go, places that need to go. They're living their own life. That is totally fine with me. There's no need for me to cut in traffic. There's no need for me to piss someone off on the road. When we are both living our own lives, when we are both trying to go to somewhere we need to go. And the most important thing is just getting there safely. The most important thing is that you arrive at that destination safely. And that really helped me practice patience, because I'm understanding that there are other people, there are other lives around me, and that I can't be a selfish person. I can't react in a way that will harm not only me, but put others in danger as well. And understand the fact that there's nothing I can do about this traffic. I mean, maybe yes, like leave at a better time, take a different route, etc. But at this current moment, stuck in traffic, there's nothing I can do about it. And I just have to accept it and be patient and let things flow how they naturally flow. And it's okay if I'm late. It's okay if I don't get to my destination on time, that I miss 1 or 2 things. It's okay. But the end goal is to reach your destination. The end goal is to be where you need to be, safe and sound and alive. And that is everything. And if you think about it, the fact that you are even stuck in traffic, the fact that you are even driving a car, that you have gas in your car, is something to be grateful for. Because not everyone has that chance. Not everyone has the opportunity. Not everyone has the money to buy a car, get gas, fill their gas, right? Not everyone has that chance. Not everyone has that luxury of that. Remember that happiness is not a moment. It's not a time in the future, but rather it's a choice that you make on a daily basis. Practicing patience, practicing gratitude will help shift your mindset from a more pessimistic to a more positive outlook in life. And I guarantee you that you will start to be more happier in your life because you're practicing patience, because you're being grateful for the things that you have, accepting the fact that life is doing life. You're going through the motions, but you're accepting your circumstances for what it is. With that, my friends, that is all I have to say. I felt like I rambled and I ranted or I yapped a lot, but besides the point, I just wanted to put that out there, express my thoughts and opinions on this topic, and give you my personal take, my personal story, right? Other than that, that's all I have. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. And with that, my friends, take care.